Today I'm doing a little bit more work on the battery bank, or rather just a way to store stuff on top of it. So what I've been doing is cutting up these pieces of foam. Now these pieces of foam actually came from when I got the solar panels on the shed, and I've just had them in storage because it's useful to have. I'm just placing them on top of each block of cells, and I'm using these loft panels. I'm just joining them together just to make a shelf on top of the batteries. Still though, I have no way of warming up the batteries in winter just yet, so the way I'm going to do that is make up heating elements, which I may just slot down the side. I'll make one just to slot down, maybe vertically just in amongst each block of cells, or I might just have each one underneath each block of cells. I'm not too sure yet. The balancer modules are just tucked up the back there. I've just sort of extended, well, we'll just put them on the end really, and they just hang over the side. So I've still got access at the front to the front terminals, so I can check them with a multimeter regularly, but they're still staying perfectly in balance. Apart from this one, which has always just been slightly lower, but it's not really a problem, because if I see cell blocks that are slightly lower, I use a totally isolated charging system consisting of a battery and one of those constant current charging units, which I just use to charge up any ones that are slightly out, but really they're only 0.005 volts out of balance, the whole pack really, so it's not too big a deal. When it starts getting to 0.01 volts, that's quite a large imbalance, so I would step in and do something about that, but the balance is not too big a problem just now. Plus it's still reasonably safe, remember, because I only charge this thing up to about 4 volts per cell maximum, and I normally never sees that, because I would have the grid tie inverter running. So the maximum voltage it would ever reach is 28 volts across the 7 cells. So I've got a huge safety headroom. But I found that if I measure the battery there and there when it's being charged at quite high power from the sun, there's a little bit of a difference between there and there, so I would have to just check the balance of the cells at night when there's no power going in or out, or rather when the power going out is very small. So it's coming up just to the height of summer just now. The longest day is tomorrow, I think, and the most I've ever made is I think it was 6.2 kilowatt hours is the most I've ever made in a day. So I'm hoping to beat that, but today I've only made 4.9 kilowatt hours so far. But I'm hoping that if we get a day with wall-to-wall sunshine, then I should hopefully be able to get much more. Unfortunately, it's sadly still pretty much a mess inside the sheds, and one of the main reasons being is because these batteries displace so much stuff. But now that the shelf on top is completed, it seems pretty stable. There's not going to be a huge amount of weight on it anyway, and the foamy separators are sort of keeping the boards just above the battery terminals, and plus this makes it a bit safer, so that say I was to drop a huge spanner or something, it's now not going to short out the batteries and cause thousands of amps to flow. This is going on YouTube.